speaking about my life, it's a mess. I was 2 years old when my mother, or maybe someone else I don't remember, left me in the orphanage. I grew up in that orphanage. The orphanage was small, not many kids were there, it was just me and some 10 other kids. But they all hated me because Nanny loved me more than anyone. If you guys are wondering about Nanny, she was the one who used to look after the orphanage, and let me tell you guys, she is amazing. She has gotten old, but still she believes that she is young and has more energy than me. She is my life and the only family I have. I love her. Well, you guys must be wondering why I said used to. That's because everyone in that orphanage was adopted and it's now only me and Nanny. Nanny told me many times, but I didn't want to get adopted by anyone. I wanted to live with her. So now it's no more an orphanage, it's just me and Nanny. I was in my usual shift working at the cafe. I was at the counter staring at the customers. Well, when you get bored you have no other option. That man there, why is he staring at the coffee like it's his first time seeing a coffee in front of him? Oldies are like this. You can't help. My conscience said. Oh, and that guy there, look at him, not even looking at the delicious food in front of him, instead he is just staring at that blonde who is busy with her makeup. Guys these days. Ugh. That kiddo looks cute. Clapping his hands looking at the coffee. Ha. At least someone is happy. He is just a kid. Oh God. What's that man doing there? Is he planning to murder the cake with the fork? No. 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 Don't you dare murder it, I made. That beautiful cake. Oh God. If he doesn't murder it, how will he eat it? That's not my problem. And he murdered my cake. All hard work in vain. I wish I could murder him too. You need to stop with those criminal ideas. Hey there. A voice came. I came back from my dreamy world. Welcome to the hideout, ma'am. What can I get you? I asked in a most polite and sweet voice. Cappuccino, she said rudely. I hate these kind of people. How many, ma'am? I asked again politely. Do you see anyone else with me? Are you dumb or what? Just bring it quickly. I don't have the whole day. With that she went and sat on a seat. Bitch. I made her cappuccino quickly and went to give her. I kept it on her table and said, enjoy your coffee. She took a sip and spit it. You. Do you even call this a coffee? This tastes like shit. Okay, I got it. Her sense of taste is shit. Because I make the best coffee here. Everyone says that. Go and make another one. What the hell? Okay. And I'm really sorry. I quickly went and prepared another one, tasted it. Yep. It's perfect. I am great. I again made my way to her and kept her coffee on the table. Ma'am, here is your cappuccino. She again tasted it. Ha. Now say bitch. Inwardly I patted my back. She again spit the coffee from her mouth. You really don't know how to make a simple cappuccino. She stood and screamed in my ear. Do you just take money for staring at everyone whoever passes by? You are such a waste. I looked at her in disbelief. Excuse me? Oh. So now this trash has hearing problem. Ma'am, you are a customer and that is the reason I am respecting you. You can't talk to me like that. Oh really? Then how should I talk to you? She then pushed me back. Huh? Tell me. Come on trash, I don't have time. Again she pushed me. That's it bitch. No. Stop. You have a job. No. Fuck the job. The guy who murdered my piece of cake was sitting right in front of me. I took the cake and smashed it on her face. She stood there shocked. Now tell me, ma'am, who is a trash? I said with the same smile I had earlier. She glared at me before marching in my direction. You bitch. I held her hand and pinned it behind her, then said, don't even try that. It's not my fault if your sense of taste is shit. Then I let go of her hand, pushing her forward. Ah! She screamed. What happened? Someone said from behind me, and I immediately recognized the voice. Fuck. Manager. I am doomed. I turned around, looking down. Look what has she done. The bitch said, indicating her face. Bella, manager said. Sir, I didn't want to dash, I started, but he cut me off. What the hell did you do? You don't know how to behave with a customer. Sir, she said bad words to me and dash, he again cuts me off. That doesn't mean you'll do such an act. I am sorry sir, I got angry and dash, you are fired. What? I asked in shock. You heard me. You are fired. No sir, you can't do that. I am really sorry, but dash, get out now. He shouted. I warned you. I went in and collected all my things. When I was about to leave, I saw the bitch smirking at me. It made me more angry. I am fired, right? Yeah. You are. Good then. Now you can do whatever the hell you want. I won't stop you. I marched towards her table and took her cappuccino that was on the table and threw it on her. With a smile on my face I said, have a nice day, ma'am. With that I walked out of the cafe. I could hear her shouting and manager apologizing to her. I walked to my house. Jesus! What am I going to do now? I am jobless. When I reached home I saw Nanny sitting on the couch holding a paper in her hand. I went to her, keeling in front of her. I took the paper from her hand. What is it, Nanny? I read the paper. What the hell? Bella, they want to make a hotel in this property. My son has lost this last thing that I had in gambling. What are we going to do, Bella? Her son is a drunkard and a gambler, of course he always creates problems for us. Nanny has lost everything that she had because of him, and now this house was the last thing she had, and now this too. I hugged her. I promise we'll figure something out, Nanny. I will find a place for us soon. But the question is how? I lost my job too. We only have a week time to empty this house. I can't see her crying. I have to do something. I have just one hope left now. I can ask Steve to find me a job. Yes, he is only the one left now to help me. I know you guys are wondering that who is Steve. Well, Steve is the only friend I have. Nanny, I'll be home soon. I kissed her cheeks and said. Where are you going? She asked. To meet Steve. Maybe he can help me to find a job. Why him? You can't do it yourself. Nanny. I left the house with that. Nanny doesn't like Steve at all. She always says that he is a bad guy. But I always tell her the opposite. When I reached Steve's house I pressed the doorbell. He opened the door. Bella. What are you doing here? He asked. Steve, I needed to talk to you about something. I said. Okay, come inside. I went in and sat on the couch. He sat on the other couch. So what did you want to talk about? So Steve, here's the thing, I really need a job. Job? But you had one, right? Then I explained him the whole story. He thought for a little while, then smirked. Why is this guy smirking? Bella, I don't feel right. I think you should just get out. Hell no. How can I get out? I need a job now. I can't just go out. Steve then rose from his seat and sat beside me. Like extremely close to me. I moved a bit away on my seat. He then placed a hand on my thigh, then started twirling a strand of my hair with his other hand. See, Bella, the thing is that I have a job for you. That is perfect. But I asked. He again smirked and said, but you know everything in this world is not that easy. Everything has a price. What price? What are you talking about, Steve? He then came more closer to me and held my face in his hand. I have wanted you for so long, Bella. The first day I saw you I wanted to take you right then and there. But when I talked to you I saw that you were not that kind of a girl who I can get easily. Then I saw your weak point. You never had any friend. So I thought, why not be your friend and take you? Bella, I promise, you won't regret it, in fact you'll love it. I'll make your first time special. Then you can easily get the job, Bella. Just one night with me. My eyes widened. What? Are you crazy? Steve, I have never thought about you in that way. I got up from the couch. He too stood up. But I do. You drive me crazy, Bella. It's just one night. Stay away from me. He kept making his way towards me and I kept moving backward until my back hit the wall. Please stay away from me, Steve. I started crying. Come on, Bella. Stay away. I shouted. I was about to run when he held my hand and pulled me back again. My back crashed with the hard wall. Please let me go, Steve. I begged in front of him. But he didn't listen to me. He was about to kiss me when, seeing to other option, I hit the part where his sun doesn't shine. He groaned in pain. I opened the door and ran out of there. I heard him shouting my name from behind. I kept running and running. Why is everything happening at the same time? First I lost my job. Then that letter. And now Steve. He was the only friend I had, but he too. Everyone in this world is mean. Here I am sitting in the club having a drink after another. I think I am already drunk. What should I do? I can't think of anything. Why is my life so fucked up? I started laughing like a fool. Hey, are you okay? The bartender asked me. I nodded, still laughing. I am so okay. Oh boy. I think you are sad. You think? I laughed again loudly. My life is a fucking mess. Hey, listen. I can help you to reduce that stress. The pleasure is for just a night. Huh? What do you mean by that? He then took a drink in his hand and mixed something in it. This. Have it. He gave it to me. What is this? See, you wanted peace and pleasure for one night. You'll get it. Just go to that area and enter in room number 119. Okay. You'll enjoy it, trust me. Really? I exclaimed. I really need some enjoyment. I was about to have the drink when a hand came and snatched it away from me. I turned to look at the idiot who did that and saw a man sitting beside me with a glass of wine in his hand. Are you crazy? She is drunk, you can't send her there. I looked carefully at his face. He was not just any man. He was a sculpture of perfection. His eyes were sea-colored, then moving on to his lips, thin and pink, then his jawline perfect. In simple words, this man was just perfect. Dream of any girl. He then looked at me from top to bottom and said, listen. I don't have any idea what is your problem, but this place isn't safe for you. You are drunk, so just go home. No. I don't want to go home. I want to go there. I said, pointing at the place where the bartender pointed before. No. You are not going there. It's not safe. I will go there. Stop being stubborn. You are a stranger to me, still I am warning you. So can't you use your brain that there should be a reason for me to do that? But he is also a stranger. I said, pointing at the bartender. Whom should I listen then? Me. You are not going there. He said in a stern voice. Who are you? My daddy? No, you are no one, so why should I listen to you? I stood up from my stool. Stumbled back a little. He instantly held my arm, preventing me from falling. You can't even stand properly and you want to have fun. A fun that you don't even know about. He stood up from his seat and said, "Where do you live? I'll drop you." "Why should I tell you? You are a stranger and Nanny told me not to tell anyone about it." "No. No," I said, crossing my arms, pouting. "What if you are a bad guy? I am trying to help you and you are calling me a bad guy. Who knows if you are really trying to help me or not?" "What the dash?" He stopped and ran his hand through his hair once, then whispered something, but I heard that clearly as my ears are very sharp. "I can't leave you here with these men. They'll eat you up for sure." I raised my brows. "What does that mean?" "Nothing, you are coming with me," he said in an irritated tone. "Why should I?" "You will, because I am trying to help you." I pouted, making a face that, how would I know that? "Don't test my patience and just come with me." I shook my head. "No." "Fine then, don't blame me." I looked at him in confusion. "Blame you? Blame you for what?" He smirked. "For this." Within seconds he picked me up and threw me over his shoulder. "Hey, put me down." "What are you doing?" I shouted. "I warned you, but you didn't listen to me." I kept hitting his back, but man, he was so strong that few times I myself hurt my hands. He then put me inside some car, buckled my seatbelt and got on the driver's seat and started driving. "Wait. Is he kidnapping me?" I started banging the window. "Help. Help. Kidnapper. He is kidnapping me." "Will you shut up? I am helping you, not kidnapping you. Now tell me, where do you live?" I sat back, crossing my arms over my chest. "No. Tell me. If you want to reach home." "What if when we reach there he murders me and Nanny and steal all our things? Maybe this car and clothes are too stolen from someone. I can't trust him and I can't let Nanny get hurt. I am not that drunk to not think about Nanny's safety." "I don't know." "What?" he asked in confusion. "I don't know." "Fine then." I sat there, going wherever he is taking me. My head was paining as hell. The car finally stopped. I looked outside. It was a house. Well, not any house, it was a mansion. "Come," he said, getting out of the car. I kept sitting inside, not making any move. He waited for me, but when I didn't come outside he came and opened the door. "Come out now." I shook my head. "No, you are a kidnapper. Looking at the house you still think I am a kidnapper." I again looked at the house carefully. Still no. "Fine," he said, and threw me over his shoulder and carried me inside. "Help. Help. Kidnap. Kidnap." But he kept walking with me over his shoulder. Finally he stopped when we reached in front of a door. He opened the door. I was still shouting. He took me inside a room and laid me on the bed. "Lay down here and sleep. Don't test my patience. I don't want everyone to wake up because of your shouting. I will not sleep here. I want to go home. I offered that many times, but you were busy with your stupid thoughts. So just stay here." No. And oh, home. 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 I whined, still shouting. "And why is it so hot here? It's so hot." I started fanning myself with my hands, then opened my shrug and threw it. When I opened few buttons of my top, then he suddenly held my hand and stopped me. "What are you doing? Stop it." "But it's so hot in here." "I'll just switch on the AC. It'll be fine." I nodded. "Now sleep," he said, and was about to leave. I held his hand and pulled him. He landed on top of me. I woke up when the sunlight hit my face. I yawned and, still with closed eyes, enjoying this cool and comfortable feeling. The memories of last night flashed in my mind. My eyes shot open. I sat on the bed. Oh shit. 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 What have I done? And after pulling him, did we do it? No, no, no. Why can't I remember anything? I held my head, it was paining so much. I looked around the room, then my eyes fell upon my shrug that was lying on the floor. I looked down at my clothes. These are not my clothes. Fuck, how the hell did my shrug reach there in these clothes? It's a shirt of some guy. Please tell me I didn't do it. No, please, no. How can I give my virginity to a stranger? I did not do it. No. 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 Here I am back in my house, sitting on my bed thinking about last night. Well, not thinking exactly, but trying to remember. But nothing. Every time I stop after I pulled him. What after that? And did he change my clothes? Who the hell told you to drink so much? I hid my face in my pillow. Bella, come fast baby, the breakfast is ready. I heard Nanny's voice. I got down from my bed and went to the kitchen. I sat on the chair she served the breakfast for both of us, then sat in front of me, eyeing me suspiciously. I looked down, eating my food. Will you tell me? She finally said. I looked at her. Nervously laughing, I asked, what are you talking about? You very well know. What am I talking about? No I don't. I said, trying to act innocent. Don't you dare act innocent, Bella. I am not trying to act anything. Don't tell me your first was that Steve. Bella, I swear I will kill you. She shouted the last part. I clutched my chest with wide eyes. Nanny, stop. Are you planning to give me a heart attack or what? She then pulled my arm and glared at me. Was it Steve? She asked me in an extremely angry voice. Gulping hard, I shook my head as, no. She then left my arm and went back eating her breakfast. Then who was it? Tell me, was he handsome? Young? Tall? Will you stop? Okay. Okay. But you had a job interview, right? Yeah. It will start at 9, so I have time. What job is it now? It's for a babysitter. I got notification on my phone last night. So I thought, why not try it once? Are you sure about it? Yeah, Nanny. Don't worry, we'll surely get a new house. She nodded sadly. I kissed her cheek. So what did you do this morning? Did you guys do it again? And I thought she was sad. What is wrong with you? Come on now, don't be shy, tell me. Again? Oh sweet Jesus. For how many rounds did you go? Did he use protection? He better did, or else I'll kill him. I don't want my Bella to get pregnant so early. I stared at her in disbelief. Whose nanny says that? And just stop. I don't remember anything. I.1 was drunk and dash, you are of no use. Speaking of this morning, I was freaking out. I thought that I was the one who seduced him, and now he must be thinking that I am that type of girl, so I just wore my clothes and ran away from there. Without letting anyone know. You ran away? Yeah. I was scared. But I left a sorry and a thank you note for him. Bella, why are you so dumb? You have to understand, Nanny, this was my first time in this kind of a situation. She just shook her head. Anyways, I am done eating, I'll leave. I said and stood up. I hugged her once, she kissed my cheeks and said, take care. I nodded. Bye. I hope everything goes well. For the past few days my life has been a mess. I need this job for Nanny or will surely go homeless. Finally, I reached the Parker Enterprises. I looked at the company, it was huge. Well, I have my interview here. So I went in. I saw a lot of people waiting for the interview. I sat on one of the chairs and waited for my turn. Every girl sitting there was busy with their makeup, hair and dress. I think it's just me dressed like this. I am sure that someone among them will get the job before my turn comes. But one by one everyone came out with a sad face. Then finally my turn came. The lady called me, "Miss Adams, please come inside." I nodded and rose up from my seat. I followed her inside. My eyes first roamed all around the office. Whoa! Everything here is so cool. Then my eyes fell on the person sitting on the chair. Why does this guy look familiar? Fuck. You are so doomed. Why? My eyes widened. Wait. He is. Yes, he is. Hell no. Fuck. For sure I am not getting this job now. I bit my lip in nervousness. I think he noticed that and a smirk played on his lips. I stood there like a statue. He then looked at the lady beside me and said, "Olivia, please do me a favor, postpone all the other interviews. I think I'll need time for this one." My eyes, which were already wide open, widened more now. But why? Why does he want more time with me? I don't know. That smirk looks so evil. But you have to admit he looks hot. Shut up, pervy. Yes, sir. The lady named Olivia said and went out after saying, "Best of luck," to me. Thank you. Well, I need that a lot now. Then he looked at me again smirking. Please take a seat, miss. Then he looked down at the file in his hand and continued, "Adams." I went near him and sat on the chair that was in front of him. He started again, "So, how are you feeling, Miss Adams?" I couldn't find words. You look nervous, Miss Adams, and I don't appreciate that. I bit my lip again and looked down. I wonder why hasn't your lip started bleeding yet? He then got up from his seat and made his way towards me. He leaned against the table in front of me. He was standing extremely close to my seat. My breath hitched by the closeness. Before he says anything, I think I should give an explanation to him. Yes. I should do that. Yep, but don't speak too much. Kappa, I am really sorry. Last night I was drunk and I lost my mind. I don't usually drink, but last night I was so hurt that I went to the club. I know it was very stupid of me to do that. Then I even called you a kidnapper. I am sorry. You know, I felt so guilty this morning and I started freaking out. Then I thought running away was the only safe way. I am sorry, and also thank you for saving me last night, or that bartender would have sent me to that room and I don't know what would have happened. And that room thing, I am not what you think. I stopped when he bent down to my eye level, brought his face closer to me. My eyes widened. What is he doing? What am I thinking, Miss Adams? He said in an extremely dark tone. I gulped hard. I can't do this. You are. I am. I am listening, Miss Adams. Can you please stop? Stop what, Miss Adams? Stop coming close to me. But last night you wanted this only, I guess, when you pulled me. My eyes widened, I stood up from my seat and moved away from him. I told you that was because I was drunk. He smirked, looking at me. Give me one valid reason why should I give you this job. Maybe you can get drunk again and God knows what you'll do. I can't risk my child's life by giving the job to someone like you. His child? He is the father. I don't know why, but listening to him I felt my heart ache. I promise I would never do that again. I will take good care of your child, and I am not usually like this. I know I gave a bad impression on our first meeting, but I promise it would never happen again. Please, I really want the job. You can't judge me by just one meeting. Please, Mr. Parker. Liam Parker. He replied. Yes. Mr. Parker. I promise it would not happen again. I'll take good care of your child. Fine. It's not because all you're pleading, but because I see something in you. That you can handle him. So you are hired. Really? Thank you so much, Mr. Parker. Thank you. He then got up from the table where he was leaning, adjusted his coat and stood in front of me with hands in his trouser pockets. There are some rules you need to follow, Miss Adams. What rules? Rule number 1, you will not lay a hand on him. If even once I got to know about it, you'll face the worst. Number 2, you'll not disturb my privacy. Number 3, there are some prohibited areas in the house where no one is allowed to go, don't dare to go there. Number 4, you'll not take him out of the house without my permission. Number 5, I wouldn't entertain any other men in my house, example your friend or boyfriend. Okay. But what is the timing of my work? It's from 9 to 7. All days except Sunday. I nodded. And for your salary? It'll be $5,000. My eyes widened. He is not joking, right? Yes. He said with a smirk. I nodded. Ha. Finally, I have a job now. Today is my first day of work. I am standing in front of his house. Yesterday I forgot to ask him something. I have to ask it now, or else I would keep thinking about it when he'll be around me. I pressed the doorbell. A lady opened the door. Yes. Who are you? She asked. I am here for babysitting Mr. Parker's child. He appointed me. Oh yes. He told me last night. Come in. As soon as I entered, my mouth fell open. That day I was in so hurry that I didn't notice. How beautiful this house is. Please wait here. I'll call Sir. I nodded with a smile. She went upstairs and came back after a few minutes. Sir has already left for work. Okay. What's your name? I asked her. I am Maria. And you? Bella Adams. But you can call me Bella. Okay, Bella. Can you show me the child's room? And oh, I forgot, what is his name? His name is Ryan. And come follow me, I'll show you his room. I followed to where she was taking me. But Bella, I don't think you'll have a lot of work to do because he is very quiet and just stays with himself. No friends, nothing. He'll have a tutor come home and teach him every day. Sir arranged it for him. I nodded. Here we are. This is Ryan's room. Thank you. She smiled and left. I opened the door and went in. Whoa. This room is so cute. I looked around to search for the child. Then finally found him sitting at the corner of the room and playing with some cars. I think he didn't realize my presence. I cleared my throat to get his attention. Still nothing. Hey, I am Bella Adams. Your father has hired me as your babysitter. Still no reply. He pretended that I was nowhere in the room. I sighed and went to him. Kneeling in front of him. I looked at him. He is so cute. Oh Jesus. Those cheeks, those eyes. Hey. What's your name? I asked. Ryan. He finally said. Jesus. That voice. He is the perfect definition of cuteness. So Ryan, you want me to play with you? I can play with you. He shook his head and focused on his cars. Do you want to go to the garden? He again shook his head. What is his problem? He is acting rude. I got up and made my way to the chair and sat there. I was sitting and watching him play. This job is so boring. Then I thought, why not search for a rented apartment? I took out my phone and started searching apartments. Finally. I stood up and asked him, hey, you hungry? Should I bring something? Again, he shook his head. Ugh. This kid. Then I heard his stomach growling. Ah, someone is hungry but still lying. I'll just bring something for you. I went down to get food for him. I made my way to the kitchen. I saw Maria working in the kitchen. Hey! Can I use the kitchen please? I had to make something for Ryan. Oh dear, that's not your work. It's mine to do, and sir has strictly given me instructions to make food for Ryan. Okay, then can you please just make something for Ryan? He is hungry. Did he say that to you? She asked in surprise. Well, not exactly, but when his stomach growled, I figured that out. Oh. That's what I was thinking. That boy does not talk to anyone. He is on his own all the time. She said while preparing the food. And why is that? I asked. I was really getting curious about this child. I don't know. He never says anything. He is just happy when Sir is with him and only talks to him. Oh. I really want to know the reason, but who will tell me? I don't have the courage to ask Mr. Parker. Embarrassment is killing me. Talking about Ryan. I don't think he himself is going to tell me. Anyways, I don't need to know. I'll just do my job and get the salary so that I can pay the rent, and me and Nanny, we both can live a peaceful life. I think I shouldn't think so much about Ryan. After the long boring day, I came back home. I didn't meet Mr. Parker today even once. I really wanted to ask him something, but he never showed up. Then how could I? And this question is killing me. Nanny called me for dinner. I sat on the chair. She served me my food and sat in front of me with her food. Nanny, I was searching for an apartment and I finally found one. I think it's pretty good. Then I took my phone and showed her the picture. See? This one. She looked at it carefully. Yeah. It's good. Really? You liked it? Yes, Bella, I liked it. Oh, thank God. I'll go and talk about it tomorrow before going for work. Bella, I am really sorry. For me, you are facing so many troubles. Nanny, will you stop blaming yourself? It's not your fault. By the way, did I tell you that the guy who took me to his place that night? Let me think. She acted like she was busy in her thoughts. When I very well knew that she already knows which guy I am talking about. Oh. You mean the guy whom you gave your virginity to? She said, smiling. I glared at her. It stabbed the fork on the table. Yes, that guy. Oh, this is gonna be fun to listen. What did he do? Did you meet him again? Oh Jesus. What did he say? Don't tell me you both did it again. Did you use protection? Oh, and did you dash? Nanny, will you stop? It's nothing like that. Actually, now he is my boss. What? She shouted. He is what? Yes, he is my boss, and can you imagine I slept with him? I mean, I think I slept with him. You think? What does that mean? I don't remember anything clearly, but I think we did that. Because the last memory that I remember, I pulled him and he landed on top of me. I don't remember anything after that. I said again, trying to remember that night. You pulled him? Damn, Bella, you get horny when you are drunk, and I thought you are too innocent for those things. I again glared at her. You know the worst part? He has a kid. And that too, very cute. Oh no. That's really sad. Still, try, you can have a chance with him. What? Are you crazy? Hell no. He is my boss. So what? Haven't you read that Boss and Secretary books? Oh Bella, there are so many. If that's possible, then you and him too can have a chance for sure. I don't know, why do I tell you everything? You only make the matter worse. Oh Bella. You are no fun. Just imagine how fun it would be if you and him start dating. Exciting, thrilling, loving. Oh my Jesus. I can imagine it right now. Nanny, you haven't even seen him. So what? You have described about his features. I can imagine now. I groaned in frustration. She then continued again with her imagination. don't disturb me when I am busy with my imagination, let's continue, then your life will take a turn. You will become mad in love, then you will not be able to live without him. Then both of you will get married, then kids, then another kid, then happily ever after. She finally completed with a big smile on her face. I stared at her blankly. Is she drunk? Do I need to take her to the doctor? Does she needs to go to a mental hospital? I got up from my chair and patted her shoulder. I think you should rest for a while. You think I am joking? She said seriously. Think? Of course you are. You have gone crazy. One day you'll agree to me. I am damn sure. I rolled my eyes. In your dreams. By the way, I have made your favorite cookies, take some to work tomorrow. Maybe you can eat those in your free time. Okay,